Hi guys, this is Trinodia. Just gonna make a quick walkthrough here about a track that is called The Truth. I am making a rework of it, so I thought I'd just go through a few of the changes that's made, both sound-wise, but also how it's changed a few things based upon, I don't really have all the sounds anymore. It's a long time since I made this, so not so surprising maybe. But yeah, let's listen to it. In the beginning, there is no really changes in the intro part. That's basically the same as it's been. Just small changes in the mix, basically, nothing else. Very small changes. So that's the old version. That's the new. Quite different in the mix, mostly. And that's some parts of that is that I just have added a tiny bit of EQing and compression and similar things to the kick and to the bass, but also added proper side chaining. That wasn't anything that I actually was doing back in 2002. I didn't really understand that kind of concepts. Even if that was 10 years into making music, more or less. And also added another layer of the bass. Add a little bit on the top. Like this one. I mean, it's not a lot, but it adds something. And the kick is I've had a kind of a ring to it in the top, but not that much. I also using the iron pusher, add a little bit of oomph to it. And then the other bass line that is the original one. So this is the WAV files directly exported from Reason. I think the mix is at least quite much better than the old one. This is also a mastered version. I think it's on the releases that was made by Geomagnetic recently. Yeah, it has a different sound to it. More round, less direct. This is more in your face kind of mix. Yeah, more maybe up to date. That's the kick and bass. That's reworked a bit. The beats, I had an issue when I was trying to remake this because I was missing one thing. And in the original, and in this section, there is a back and forth between two sounding kind of beats. And I only had the source for the one of those two. So that's the second one. And that's the first. I'm a bit sad that I didn't find that one because I like how that one sounded. But I replaced it with this. I mean, the other beats are like this, just one. And I think this is such an easy way to add more energy to the mix. Just adding a backbeat, open 909 hi-hat. That, by the way, also has a delay on it, so it's it gives a little bit more than just that. A ping pong delay. That's something I add a little bit to many places, maybe, but yeah, it adds to the width and to the sound, and yeah, I like it. So I'm not gonna continue. I'm going to continue doing that, of course.
Says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Make you free, 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 make you
free. Yeah, this is another section where I didn't find the original sound I had used. Not that I didn't have it, but for some reason, the reason file that I have still didn't have this melody or the synth that is used in the original version. Like, it's... Yeah, I've had a few different versions of this track over the years, and this was the last one I made, and possibly lost in some hardware crash. I lost basically everything I made that is full on, say from 2015 to 20. No, from 2008 to, yeah, I don't remember the years. But yeah, I had a massive loss of data when one hard disk crashed and I didn't have backups. So nowadays I have double backups of everything just to make sure that I actually have things stored, that I won't lose it again. So I have a gap of like 4 years of production that's just gone. All I have left are eventually, if I have WAV files or AIF files. But the production, no, I don't have that. That's lost forever. Unless I remake it, but I don't think so. But yeah, in this case, these recent files that I had just did not have this melody, nothing. So I had to replace it with something else. And yeah, this is what I came up with instead of that one. It's quite a moving preset from what's his name again? Sonic Spore, exactly. Yeah, he's done some good psytrance presets that I've used more recently also. On this track, I just used two of them, I think. I like them. They are just excellent, I think. Easy to use was the word I was looking for, really. Don't have to make a lot of changes to them to make them work. And that one also goes through a filterverse. Yeah, I haven't updated the latest one yet. I have an old one, but it's the filterverse doesn't add that much to it. Just a little bit more quirkiness to it. And then there is another new part that isn't in the original. Yeah, like that. So in the... Yeah, compared to my newer tracks, right, this is more like rhythmic, not so much melody. Yeah, that was, I mean, in those days, I tried to make more a forest style. Yeah, experimenting a lot with different kind of sounds and things like that. So this is not really. Yeah, I wouldn't say I made one more track like this, exactly like this. This was one off. And I never made a similar one like this. And that was kind of the thing I did back then. I wanted to make tracks that were different from each other. And possibly I can go do some walkthroughs of some of the older ones from that time period also later on. Yeah, but it's not so much more that I have changed. The most is in the mixing, the most is in the... I mean, in this one I've also, just for the video, added 2 mastering plugins. It's the BX Master Desk Pro from Plugin Alliance and the Brainworks part of those plugins. It's really good. And also, I mean, this is not a mastering plugin, but I use it to see how the sound is, basically. Since I do most of my mixing in headphones with SoundDD. Yeah, I have to see then how it is. Maybe once this new studio room is treated, I can actually do more mixing in speakers, but currently I get the best results from doing it in my headphones. Yeah. The breakdowns are the same, I would say. Yeah, this one is just like adds this kind of a wild sound to it. That's yeah, I used to in Reason connect different devices, LFOs, to each other and mix them together like different ranges and rates, which gave a random kind of sound like this. But this is also from the beginning. Yeah, a Maelstrom, I really like that synth, but it has a specific sound, so if you used it a lot, it started to sound the same. But yeah, if you added a lot of effects to it, you could make it sound different, definitely. But the sound of this one was, yeah, I liked it. And it was distorted enough and things like that. Yeah, that's a weird part, right? But together with everything else, it sounds good. Yeah, one thing that I did in this track, I mean, there's not a lot of ambience or that kind of things going on. In this one, I think, yeah, these 2 tracks here, this background sound is going on quite often in the track. Just different parts of it. Sometimes... No, okay, this is sidechain now, so it sounds a bit different. But when it gets into the break, it's like an increasing kind of background sound with a little bit of dialogue and things like that. I know it's from a science fiction movie, but I just don't remember which one it is. Not a big one. And it's the same with this one also, I think. on the same movie, just different section of it. And together with that sample from Bible.
In the Bible it says, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free, make you free, make you free, make you free."
The breaks in this one is different too than I usually do. Yeah, it's not so much changes in the rest of the song. The structure is pretty much exactly the same. I haven't really made any changes like that. It's the beats, the mixing, new synth, a new beat, a new loop, I mean, that is played around with. And then in this section, since that synth that is used there was very much mixed just in one channel, you can see that on the waveforms here, that they go very much on one side. Yeah. So listening to these two tracks, it's kind of not so full. I added one more. Similar sound, but has a little bit more to it, yeah. I think that's all actually that's gonna be about this track. It was, as I said, I think I said it, previously meant to be on a release with many more tracks. That would have been a part of the 604 releases that was made by Geomagnetic in the summer this year. But we couldn't find good mixes of these tracks that I wanted to have on it, so I was not ready really to put those out again as they were. So yeah, I have a few of those to remake before that one can be made, but I think possibly we can do these as singles before that, just to get them out. We'll see if that's something that we will do or not. Because it will take time to remake some of these tracks. They are very old, some of them. And if they're old, that means that I don't have all the sources for the samples or for the tracks used. For some of them, I don't even have due to hard disk crash, anything really. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this little breakthrough or breakdown of this track. I will be making more of these. Also about my newer tracks, that is Goa Trance and Ambient, if that's anything that anybody is interested in. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, take care. Be peaceful, mindful of yourself and your people around you. Simple as that. Okay, take care guys. Bye.